Hello people, it's Blitz here. Welcome to a new episode of Blitsgaming. This time we're playing Euro Truck Simulator 2. So this is my review. So I've got login, create a character. And call myself Blitz. Life easy. So it's very similar to On the Road, which I just posted recently. Very similar setup. We've got all the characters you can be. As you progress in the game and you want more drivers, you end up using these other photos for your other drivers. You've got male and you obviously got female as well. So there's plenty of drivers, and as the game gets bigger with their expansion packs, they add more and more. Should we pick a male side for me? He will do nicely. And we'll pick up a man truck, or MAN truck, as our start location, because last week, I think it was last week, they released a new MAN truck in the game. We're now on patch 134. And so we can have a look at the new truck at the same time. And you've got logos, again just the same as On the Road, and ATS. You got plenty of setups for manual, auto, semi-auto, and the full works. I'll be using automatic. I believe these days lots of trucks have got automatic gears, so I'm going to go with automatic gears. Made life easy, especially when I'm using keyboard. So you can see we've got an extremely large map where you want to start. The UK is where the game was first released, and that's got the worst graphics. So we will start there. And you've got those up there: Lithuania, Russia, Estonia. That's where the new DRC has been released, the Baltic states. I've not got the expansion yet, but if I start making more and more videos of this, I should buy the expansions as they come out, which I see in the very near future. So I usually buy them when I run out. I've been everywhere, somewhere else to go. So as the game's progressed and brought out new expansion packs, the graphics have massively improved over time. But we're starting the UK, is where the worst graphics are. So you can try and compare it as much as possible to On the Road. So I've got no mods installed. There's hundreds of them. And if you want to get a bigger map, there's a mod called Pro Mods. It gives you hundreds of places to go to. Yeah, as I make new videos, I shall slowly add mods to the game. But being this particular game, every time I update the game, you find that mods don't work. So then you go wait for the next mod to come out. So let's take a look at this new MAN. Pretty sure this is the new one. I've not driven one for such a long time. It's pretty smart. Yeah, if you go to the garage, MAN garage, and then we can show you loads of features on trucks. Let's just go through the tutorial. Make life easy. So that's what it looks like from the external view. When we've done the tutorial, I'll quickly show you the all the other trucks and the features where you can actually update them, add parts to them, change the paint as you go along, as you earn money. I mean, there's loads of trailers. They did add trailers where you can actually buy trailers, I think about 6 months ago. And then again, you can paint your trailers, make them look like you want, and they all come part of your garage as you get more and more money. So then we've got the sat-nav features. And at the top you got obviously how far you got to go, what time you got to sleep, what damage your truck, damage your cab. Yeah, all these features are missing out of on the road. But as I said, on the road is still early access. So basically I'm trying to compare the two, or the 3 truck games available to what worth buying. Yeah, I think On the Road will end up being a good game, but just got to make sure when it gets released. What year that would be, I don't know. And it does extremely needs optimization in the driving mode. As I said, on the road, I can easily drive one of these trucks in ETS and ATS, no problem. Just in case you thought it was me, that is. So you got these extra mirrors you can turn off. You'll leave them on for the time being, and the sat nav, you can play around with the sat nav. And this particular truck's got a sat nav built in, so I usually end up turning the other sat nav off. But that does have the features where it tells you how many miles you got to go and when you got to sleep. The built-in sat nav on the truck that doesn't tell you those features. You have to forgive me. I've got real bad indigestion. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get rid of it slowly. So that's a garage. Now if you want to buy a new truck, that's the place you got to go. But we've got to go in here. You just come up to the green flag, press enter, and then it gives you a choice of where you want to park your truck. The harder it is, the more points you get. It's going to be easy, just drive forward at this time. Especially when I'm driving a UK truck and not a European truck. I'm too used to parking on the left hand mirror, not the right hand mirror. So if you're wondering what's the difference between this and American Truck Simulator, basically one's in the United States and got bigger trucks, and this one's in Europe with smaller trucks. And we still got it wrong. See, that's what I'm saying. So you used to be on the other side of the truck. You just back up, put it in. Just remember the way to turn the steering wheel. One thing about truck games with a trailer, you've got to do everything about the front. You've got a green box, and that's done. So this is our HQ, nothing flash. As you make more money, you can update it 3 times to make it look like a lovely office block with all sorts of stuff for your parking, for your other trucks. At this time we've got no money, so we've got to start off as the basics. Yeah, so on this screen it shows you the truck you got. I don't want to change while we're working for other people. And we've got your profile to the right. See how you're doing on XP. And you got your, that's where the base is, our HQ. And as you get more of these places, you get more achievements, take on more drivers, and so on. So at the bottom here, we've got the vehicle browser and a trader browser. And you can see all the different makes, brands of trucks you can buy in the game. I mean, I prefer the DAFs. A lot of people like Scania. I wish they would add an electric truck to the game, but unfortunately they're not none in it yet. And it would be nice to see the new Mercedes Actros with the digital cameras. I don't know if you've seen it in real life, but the mirrors are inside the truck, and you've got these little cameras on the outside to see what's going on behind you with night vision, and basically greatly improves your parking ability. And obviously make sure you don't run over anybody, left and right side of your truck. So you can change the cab shape, or for storage, the chassis, for better turning, better lifting, better pulling. And obviously you've got the engines. If you go through the engines when you're buying one, it comes up with a list of performances. So basically if you want to set your truck up for sharp turning, it says it has a so-and-so engine with a so-and-so chassis. And if you want a heavy load, obviously you want to get a nice big engine with lots of powerful transmission. And obviously when you get a person to come work for you, you've got to buy them a truck, and it automatically saves what type of truck you last purchased. And so you can, if you want to make a fleet of trucks all the same, you can buy loads of them and supply them to your workforce. I mean, what I do, I buy a different set of trucks per region. So in the UK I've got the DAF, in Sweden I've got the Scania, Germany I've got the Mercedes, and in France I've got the Renault for my workforce. And we just go on and on. And obviously you can grab it, the ones you've got, change them anytime to you if you want to drive them yourself. Yeah, there's plenty of more add-ons on Steam and on the web. So if you want more lights, different colours, a truck branding, a company truck branding, you can get those off the web and on Steam. And all these features, a lot of them for specific trucks. They're all different. You don't literally get the same setup, for instance, on a DAF to a Mercedes. Some of them have got a lot of features, Like the DAF itself has got a mini DRC, it gives you a load more features. But you can go on and on and on making stuff without doubt. There's plenty to do inside the cab as well as outside. Right, let's get a job to do. Let's pick a truck we're going to add. Let's go for the Scania. Try the job. As we've seen the MAN or man, depends how you want to pronounce it. So the Scania is a nice truck. So a quick look around. This is the new one they brought out, I think, last year. They've got the old version of Scania as well. That's a nice shape, the new one. Quickly look inside. Quickly find out a way how to get out of this place. And I'm pretty sure I'm going the wrong way. I think I've got to go around the back, I think. Yeah, dead end that way. Where are we? Yeah, we've got to go around the other way. One thing about the Scania, it's extremely quiet. It's one thing about ATS, I don't know if trucks are like in real life. In American trucks anyway, they're a lot more noisy than European trucks. So you've got a feature there, I won't have it on. Press F, I think it's F3 or F2. You turn on mirrors. If you're learning or learn, so if you're looking over to the left hand side with the mouse or pressing the keystroke, you've got that option there to put a mirror on the left on your screen. But I find it takes up your vision, I don't like it. I'm not quite sure why they give you the white version. It's like, well, you can always see the right mirror or left mirror, depends what side of your cab is. And you've got the features here where you can change your seating position, the way you look, your steering wheel position, and you can also change the mirrors as well on the right and left. This is the one I'm doing a test one, a review. I won't go around changing everything at this moment, but as I'll do more videos, I will probably do a proper setup. You can change your lights as well. So basically, as you make more and more money, and you buy your own truck, you can have lights at the top, the bottom of your truck, and basically you can say what lights you want to come on when you turn them on. Really, you can either have them on full beam, dipped, and so on. At the moment, we've just got standard lights on the truck, so we don't have to change that feature. I seem to come out with loads of traffic. Now, as an add-on, you can actually have where there's loads more traffic. It's not a DRC, it's a mod, and there's other mods where you can get loads more different vehicles. It's good to have if you want to make it more realistic. Sometimes I have them on, sometimes I don't, depends what mood I'm in. The problem being the AI in this game. Now I've got the indicators going, but it doesn't make no difference to the traffic on the road. The AI will just quite happily just crash into you, especially when you go round roundabouts. You know, it's a real bad thing going around roundabouts. It'll go round the entire roundabout in the outside lane, the inside lane, it doesn't care. Whatever it wants to do, it will do. And some people don't don't like it. We're saying, well, I'm losing money. But as you get to like over level 10, you start making quite a bit of money, and the damage you do to your truck, you're easy to get back. It's not a problem, because when you get to like level 20, level 25, you're doing 20 odd grand per trip. Now, when you get to level 20, you can, the average trip time, well, it depends how much you want to drive. You can easily do an hour worth of driving. So I'm playing with keyboard, as you see, as a setup. As I said before, I don't have a steering wheel. I might buy one day, I just don't know when. Okay, the other features in this game I've not turned on because this at the moment is a test run. But obviously I've played it on my other profile. You can make multiple profiles. You can have air, so like every time you brake, the air goes out your truck, and it builds up as you drive. But you notice it when you want to reverse, especially if you get a slight damage to your truck. You feel, oh, well, I've got no air when you're picking truck, and you've got to keep pumping it up. You also got the retarder slowing down. I don't personally use it because I'm using the keyboard. I mean, if I had all the features like the pedals and the steering wheel and all that, I mean, the retarder would be good. You've also got engine brake. I think there's a J brake as well. Depends on what truck you've got. I just use a standard braking system. It works enough for me. Well, saying that, sometimes it don't stop you when you want to stop, and you do crash into the vehicle in front of you. Okay, the other thing in the game, we'll try get to our destination without getting fined, because you do get fined for speeding. So sort of speeding, you get fined for not having your lights on when it's dark, driving the wrong way down the road, and what else? Going through red lights. So yeah, so it does happen, and it only happens when there's a police car near you. It don't happen just out of the blue. If there's a police car nearby and you're doing anything wrong, you're about to get done. Especially when you're supposed to sleep and you're not slept, which can be a pain, because sometimes okay, I missed the parking location. I thought I'd make it to my destination without having any trouble. And if the police car, if you're in traffic, the police car will be behind you, and they keep finding you every so many minutes until you decide to sleep. So I'll let you know that. Yes, you can't just pull over on the side of the road and sleep. That's totally in this game. You can't do that at all. You've got to go to a hotel or a motel or a garage or a truck parking lot. So when it's alright when you first start out and you're using trucks which is not yours, because usually the missions you get from the start are short enough to get A to B. You ain't going to run out of petrol, you won't need sleep, you just got to get A to B without crashing. But obviously when you get your own truck and you start doing long distances, the first thing you want to do is look at the map and basically put the waypoints in where, okay, you're going to have to sleep within an 8-hour period, and obviously run out for petrol as well, because you do run out of petrol. I mean, if you do run out of petrol, there is the emergency services what will come over and save you. But if you've got a truck, a delivery to do, the only bad thing is when the services come up, you don't get no money for your delivery. It gets cancelled, so you're a bit stuffed. You know, probably put that feature in so you can't cheat, really, because otherwise you'd be quite happy to just pick up the delivery, go 5 minutes down the road, press the emergency service button, and thought, oh, I've got loads of money, and do nothing. So no cheating in the game. What else? Okay, we're in the UK, so we're allowed to drive 60 miles an hour, and there is a truck limiter. You can turn off the truck limiter, which I think is 55 miles an hour. But when you go to Europe, the speeds change all the time. Depends on what road you're on. Some of them are maximum 30. Now if you're on the motorway, you can do 60 miles an hour. Some of them are 50, depends where you are. It really depends, and obviously you've got to remember to drive on the other side of the road, which is quite funny. I've done it loads of times. As I said, you can get fined for being on the wrong side of the road. They come out of the port, you get the ferry or you get the train, you drive onto, and you come out, and you thought, oh, I'm driving on the right side of the road, not the left side of the road, and you automatically get fined if a police car's nearby. So you must remember, they've got that feature in the game. So now it started raining, and we have rain in the game. We also have day and nights. It does not snow, don't have fog, don't have sleet, don't have mist. The game doesn't have a 24-hour or 12-month calendar, I should say. But you can turn the rain on constantly if you want to, or you can have it 50-50 or 25%, depends how you want to have it. There are some mods on the nets where you can have a winter mod where it's all snowy, spring, autumn and summer. I think it's called seasons, where there's 4 different mods, so you can pick which one you want to use. They don't, unfortunately, as I said, there's not a 12-month calendar in the game where you can just automatically change. When that will happen, I don't know. We just have to see. The game also only runs in DirectX 9, DirectX 11. I can't remember if it does DirectX 10. It does not support DirectX 12, but they have announced, I think Christmas time, that they plan to bring out DirectX 12 in the very near future. I will mention that to all Steam users, if you are using DirectX 9, I can't remember, there is a cut-off on Steam. Steam did announce a while ago that you got like 12 months to update to DirectX 11. Otherwise your games won't be working. Or basically, they've asked the game companies to update their games to DirectX 11 minimum, or Steam won't be supporting them. And it's on the net somewhere on Steam. I can't remember exactly where it is, but it's been announced several times over. So at this time, while it's raining, when I've got everything turned on maximum and 400% resolution, I'm doing 45 frames a second. You can't see it now because I've actually got the counter turned off. But obviously when it records it comes up. But only on my screen, not on the play screen, which is now doing play. So there's my specs on my machine. Just in case you're wondering what specs my machine is, to see what I'm getting. I have played it on very low specs. It plays very well. It doesn't support 100% multi-threading. I think there's about 4 cores. But anything over that, I think you've got no chance. I did read on the internet, the reason being is to do with DirectX 11. DirectX 11 doesn't support all cores. If that's true or not, I can't say. And hopefully when they release DirectX 12, well, DirectX 12 we know it's faster than DirectX 11. And hopefully, if you've got multi-core, like 8 cores, 16 cores, whatever they're coming out with these days, we get massively improved performance. Now, as you play the game, you may notice that the roads are not set up the way they are in your country, but that'll probably go down to the way the game is made. It's like 120 scale, so they've cut things out. It just made it feasible. But as the game's progressed through the years, like the Italian DRC came out last year, I think it was last year, and the motorways are completely different. basically 3 lanes, and then you got the filter lane. You just turn off, so you always got 3 lanes constantly. Where if you notice that over here, it's going from 2 lanes to 3 lanes and 2 lanes to 3 lanes constantly in the UK. Hopefully they will change that if they bring out an update for the UK. Because when the game came out, it was UK and France. And France has had its update, so the UK is due an update overhaul. But when they plan to do that, I don't know. Yeah, as I said on the road, you should watch the review on the road. The game is very, very difficult to drive when on the road. The game itself looks extremely promising. It's modern. You can see in here I can drive quite easily using keyboard in here. Yeah, it would be nice. It'd be a lot smoother if I had a steering wheel. But as I said, I don't plan to go that way yet. The reason being, I don't play simulators enough to want me spending on a steering wheel, a gear shifter and pedals. If that's all I did, I'll be quite happy to buy the setup. Right, okay, just do an easy park, straight ahead. I'm so used to having a European truck. I find it quite difficult at the moment going from left to right, especially when you're reversing. It's like going forward, but reversing, so used to putting up on the left, and then because you've got the mirror on the left. So finally at the destination, and we'll call that a wrap. And I'll see you in ATS. I should put a review on ATS on the web in a couple of days' time. Blitz out, laters all.